I sit here on a weekly basis and tell you guys exactly what needs to happen on WWE TV, whether it be at a pay-per-view, whether it be on a Monday Night Raw, whether it be at a SmackDown or an NXT event, it doesn't matter what is going on. When I sit here and tell you exactly what needs to happen, and then when we watch said program, everything that I said just materializes on your television screens exactly how I said it should happen. That's exactly what happened last night on Monday Night Raw from Memphis, Tennessee. Daniel Bryan finally is getting what he deserves. Daniel Bryan, after last night, stood tall with no Triple H, no Stephanie McMahon, no Randy Orton, no Kane, no Batista, no Shield to hold him down. He stood victorious at the end of Monday Night Raw. He got what he wanted at the 10 o'clock hour, and it was fucking magic to my ears. Everything that I said should happen just came true on Monday Night Raw. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about all of us as WWE fans getting what we want. The people have spoken. WrestleMania now is headed in the right direction. WrestleMania, I'm telling you all right now, with what was uncovered last night, with what was announced last night, if things continue down this road, and I'm 99.9999%, it will end up the way we want. Daniel Bryan will walk out of WrestleMania 30 with the WWE Championship. Daniel Bryan will have his WrestleMania moment. WrestleMania 30 will be one of the widely... I can't even talk right now. It's going to be one of those moments, if you're a young fan or an old fan, that you're never going to forget. It is going to be widely known as the Daniel Bryan era. The Yes Movement is here, and I couldn't be fucking happier. What am I talking about? I'm talking about last night. Daniel Bryan hijacks Monday Night Raw. Daniel Bryan ushers in fans of his, the Yes Movement, fills the ring, fills the outside of the ring, had to be at least 200 strong, crowding the ringside area. He hijacked Monday Night Raw. He wasn't going anywhere until he got what he wanted. I didn't know where this angle or this segment was going. I thought it was going to be just another one of these cheesy moments that Daniel Bryan is just going to, ask for what he deserves, and then he's going to get shot down, and he's going to get arrested, he's going to be ushered out of the building, he's going to be tossed out of the building, whatever. But as the segment went on, I kind of got the feeling that maybe the WWE finally is opening their eyes. Now, Daniel Bryan hijacks Monday Night Raw, and I'm not going to go into full detail. You guys seen it. If you watched it, you know what I'm talking about. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, there was everyone crowded around ringside and in the ring. Standard fans that would go to a WWE event, they crowded the ringside area, pretty much hijacked Monday Night Raw. You thought hijack Monday Night Raw in Chicago was going to be something big. This is what I'm talking about. They took that idea and implemented it in Monday Night Raw this week. Daniel Bryan hijacks Monday Night Raw. Out comes Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie is screaming at the top of her lungs, pretty much get out of my ring. This is my ring. This is my arena. You're disrespecting my family's name. Triple H is like, I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds to get out of my ring, and we're going to continue this show. Okay? They didn't go anywhere. Triple H got upset. You know what? Bring out the next guy. Let's start the next match. Let's do it. Damian Sandow comes out. He's supposed to fight whoever. It was unannounced. He comes out, walks to the ring with his theme music. He gets up to the ringside area, and he's like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not going in the ring. He walks back up the ramp. Triple H is like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stephanie McMahon is screaming at Sandow, don't ever disrespect my husband ever again. The whole authority thing. Damian Sandow says, fuck this. He leaves. Before that, the security guards. Triple H wanted the security guards to go handle 200 plus people. Not happening. Security guards said, you know what, fuck this. Walk back up the ramp. Triple H is like, what are you doing? I tell you to do something. I tell you to, kick them out of the building. You do what I tell you to do. They walked away. They didn't want nothing to do with it. That's when Stephanie McMahon starts screaming at the top of her lungs, this and that. And then, Daniel Bryan finally gets what he wants. He's been asking for a match with Triple H. Triple H gives him the match he wants at WrestleMania. Daniel Bryan's like, if I get my match with you at WrestleMania, I will leave this ring and everyone with me will leave the ring. Obviously, Triple H is so upset he wants the show to continue. He don't believe Daniel Bryan is hijacking Monday Night Raw. He snaps and is on his last leg. Listen, get out of my ring. I'll give you what you want. Triple H versus Daniel Bryan made official last night at the 10 o'clock hour. Daniel Bryan's not done. Daniel Bryan is not done. He's like, whoa. I got my match with you, Triple H, at WrestleMania, but that's not all that I want. Everyone wants to see me as the WWE champion. So that's when I just start getting up from the couch, and I'm like, are the WWE, Vince, Triple H, Stephanie, everybody in creative, are they finally going to give us what they want? I knew it was going to happen before Daniel Bryan even uttered the words out of his mouth. If I beat you, Triple H, at WrestleMania, I get a shot at the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 30. I am inserted into the Batista-Randy Orton match at WrestleMania 30. There it is, folks. You have your WrestleMania moment right there. Triple H snaps beyond repair and gives Daniel Bryan what he wants. He gave Daniel Bryan a match with him at WrestleMania 30, and he gave Daniel Bryan the opportunity, if he defeats Triple H at WrestleMania, he gets the shot at the WWE Championship in the main event against Batista and Randy Orton. I am so glad the WWE finally came to their senses and realized that a Batista-Randy Orton main event was going to be a complete disaster. There was no way that match was going to close that show. And we had to do a rewrite, and we had to come up with other ideas. Is Triple H and Daniel Bryan going to close the show with Daniel Bryan beating Triple H and giving us a happy ending at WrestleMania? It just wasn't enough. Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. That could potentially close the show. It could close any show on any card, any year. But it's not going to be enough for WrestleMania 30. Excuse me. But Daniel Bryan against Triple H, and I said this last week. I uttered these words last week. What if Daniel Bryan fights Triple H in the opening match just like Bret Hart did Owen Hart at WrestleMania 10 in Madison Square Garden? What if Daniel Bryan beats Triple H with the stipulation that if he does beat Triple H, he gets included in the title match later on in the evening? Now, this is what needs to happen, and I was discussing this with my best friend Peter last night as soon as the announcement was made. Triple H versus Daniel Bryan needs to open WrestleMania. I don't give a fuck what happens. Daniel Bryan, Triple H needs to open WrestleMania simply because if you're going to have Daniel Bryan ultimately go over, there needs to be that lap in between. You can't have him go on 4th or 5th and then put him in the title match. It's just not going to make it believable to me. You got to make it believable. So this is what you do. Triple H versus Daniel Bryan opens the show. 25-minute classic, like I know they both can do. Now, I'm not too fond of Triple H in-ring skills right now, but I know he can still go. Daniel Bryan is going to bring everything he's got, including the kitchen sink, at WrestleMania 30. There's no doubt in my mind he's going to perform at a top level. He'll show you why he's an A-plus player. But what really needs to happen is Triple H needs to beat Daniel Bryan to an inch of his fucking life. Daniel Bryan needs to be fucking either stretchered out of that ring, he needs to be carried out of that ring, ultimately with a victory. Daniel Bryan will attain the victory, but he needs to do so in a hellacious battle that we've never seen before at WrestleMania. It needs to be Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret Hart type at WrestleMania 13. Submission match. It needs to be that type of intensity. I'm telling you right now. Daniel Bryan needs to be ushered out of that ring either on a stretcher or he needs to be carried out of that ring bloodied, beaten, and not able to go in the main event. I'm telling you right now that's exactly what needs to happen. If I was in charge, that's exactly what I would do. Daniel Bryan needs to walk out of that ring a beaten man, a broken man, okay? He needs to walk out defeated. Not literally, because he's going to beat Triple H. We all know that. He needs to be physically defeated, okay? That's going to set up the believable part, like, well, is Daniel Bryan going to win the WWE Championship? Is Daniel Bryan even going to be able to compete later on in the night against a fresh Batista, against a fresh Orton? And that's when Randy Orton and Batista do some kind of pact. The Evolution Pact, the Evolution angle coming into play. Daniel Bryan is the main threat now. They're all worried about Daniel Bryan being in the main event. They're going to take Daniel Bryan out. They're going to take Daniel Bryan out any way that they can, and ultimately they will fail. Daniel Bryan suspends the belief of 85,000 people in New Orleans, ultimately wins the WWE Championship. By what way, I don't know. I got so many fucking scenarios going through my mind right now. They could go the Cinderella route where he pulls off the upset, or, which I know is not going to happen, they could bring back CM Punk, and CM Punk could ultimately help Daniel Bryan win the WWE Championship. Now, that's what I would do. I don't know if CM Punk is going to be at WrestleMania. There's 4 weeks left to WrestleMania. As we inch closer to the event, I don't think CM Punk is going to be, actually showing up there. But if Vince has some sort of deal with CM Punk, wouldn't that be something if Daniel Bryan limps into the fucking main event and is on the brink of losing that opportunity after he worked so hard for it, and CM Punk comes out and helps him win the WWE Championship? And then maybe turns on Daniel Bryan at the end. He helps him win, turns on him, and that sets up the Summer of Punk angle. Can you imagine that? I got so many ideas running through my head right now. I'm just fucking spitting things out to you guys. I'm talking because I'm excited. I'm happy the WWE is going in the direction that they're going for WrestleMania 30. We're finally going to get that WrestleMania moment that has been so sorely absent from WrestleMania the last 5 years. You know, the last time we seen a WrestleMania moment, actually, every Undertaker match is a WrestleMania moment to me. The 2 matches with HBK, the 2 matches with Triple H, and the CM Punk match. Those were all WrestleMania moments, but there's nothing outside the Undertaker that can constitute as a WrestleMania moment. This is the WrestleMania moment we are going to get, folks. Live it, love it, deal with it. Daniel Bryan will be your new WWE champion. If not, I have absolutely no hope for the WWE, but they are certainly headed in the right direction. I am fucking thrilled that my idea and my prediction came true. Everyone's tweeted at me, JD, I don't believe you predicted it right, this and that. Yes, I know, it makes sense. You guys got to sit down and watch the program with my eyes. You got to sit down and just watch everything that's going on. It's so simple of a scenario. You fuck Daniel Bryan out of the Royal Rumble, which they shouldn't have did. Maybe CM Punk would still be there. Daniel Bryan should have won the Royal Rumble, but WWE rectified it last night in the greatest possible way that they had. They knew what they were doing. I commend WWE for going the route that they did. Last night's segment was fantastic. It set up everything, and I'm fucking thrilled Daniel Bryan's going to be getting a shot. But, the one downside to the segment last night, the Memphis Crowd, not just during the segment, but last night's show, the entire 3 hours were fucking awful. Absolutely fucking awful. I hate it. I don't have anything against anyone from a Midwest state. I just don't. They're just not wrestling fans. They don't get excited for anything that they should be getting excited for. Last night's crowd was absolutely fucking terrible. The crowd that stood with Daniel Bryan in the ring and outside the ring was actually louder than the actual crowd sitting in the arena. That's how fucking bad that they were. Now, another thing, they started chanting CM Punk during a great Shield versus Rhodes Brothers tag team match. Why? I'm getting sick of the CM Punk chants. He's not there. Get it through your fucking skulls. He's not going to be on Monday Night Raw. Our last chance to see CM Punk is at WrestleMania 30. If he's not at WrestleMania 30 or the Monday Night Raw following WrestleMania, it's over. Deal with it. It's done. He's gone. I was actually at a WWE live event at Madison Square Garden on Saturday night with my girlfriend and my best friend Peter. CM Punk chants started going off during a Dolph Ziggler Del Rio match, which was probably the match of the night. CM Punk chants started 3 or 4 times during that match, and I'm looking at my friend, I'm like, why? Why? He's done. It's disrespectful. I love CM Punk just as much as the next guy, but don't chant his name during a match that is highly contested between 4 of the brightest fucking guys in WWE right now. Last night especially, you got Goldust, who's been working his ass off, Cody Rhodes. They're a great tag team. You got The Shield, and you got Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Come on, man. It's not right. I don't like seeing it. I don't like hearing it. It's done. It's over. They played it out. Okay? It's done. I don't want to talk about it anymore. But last night was all about Daniel Bryan. Now, the other thing that was big shot news last night was Hulk Hogan announcing a 30-man over-the-top rope battle royal, which is named the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Now, this is going to be realistically taking the place of Money in the Bank. WWE knows they have a lot of guys that deserve to be on the WrestleMania card, and this is going to get everyone that WrestleMania spot. Plain and simple. That's all this Battle Royal is going to do. I don't see it being one of those spectacles. I honestly hate battle royals. The standard battle royal, I can't stand them. I honestly cannot stand them. You know, you got 30 guys in the ring at the same time. They're all fighting. It's just one big clusterfuck. There's got to be some type of Royal Rumble type element to it. You got to come down every minute and a half. Listen, WrestleMania's card right now is thin. Okay? You're not going to fit any more matches that are really going to be interesting on the card outside what's already announced. You got John Cena versus Bray Wyatt, which is official. Daniel Bryan versus Triple H, which is official. If Daniel Bryan wins, he gets a shot at the WWE Championship. Randy Orton versus Batista is official. Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker is official. You got 4 matches right there. The Andre the Giant Battle Royal is also announced. I would have some type of Royal Rumble element to it. I think 30 guys in the ring at the same time is just a clusterfuck. It's messy. It's not believable. I want to see guys actually competing for this thing. Maybe they can make this the new WrestleMania spectacle, but they got to handle it the right way. I don't want to see all 30 guys in the ring at the same time. Have everyone come out every 90 seconds like the Royal Rumble. You know, whatever. It's not going to, this Royal Rumble is meaningless. You're going to get a trophy. You're not getting a shot at the WWE Championship. Whatever. You know, just make it a little bit more organized. I don't want to see 30 guys in the ring at the same time. But last night, guys, was all about Daniel Bryan. I am absolutely thrilled this is going to be going down. Live with it, love it, deal with it. Just like I said before, Daniel Bryan's going to be your new WWE Champion. We'll talk about it more as the weeks go on. Also, Bray Wyatt versus John Cena, like I said, was announced. It is official. His segment last night with Bray Wyatt, John Cena was on the cheesy side. Absolutely fucking terrible with Hulk Hogan. I couldn't stand the promos that they were cutting. It was cheesy. It was fucking just nauseating. Then Bray Wyatt comes and does his thing. Brilliant as usual. And that's when the match is official. Done deal. You got John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. Like I said, John Cena is not hurt. And that should be an excellent match. John Cena actually last night fought Luke Harper in like a 7-8 minute match. It was nothing special. It is what it is. But I can see this build being a little bit lazy. And that's what I fear. How are you going to build John Cena versus Bray Wyatt for the next 4 weeks just on John Cena fighting off the rest of the Wyatt family until he eventually gets to Bray Wyatt? That's the one thing I'm concerned about there. Bray Wyatt and John Cena can cut promos. They could talk all day long about John Cena being a god and him sitting on his high throne, and Bray Wyatt wants to take the idol down, or he wants to take the fucking face of the company down. It's all good and dandy. You know, I love it, but how long can you build that storyline and that angle for 4 weeks until it gets tiring and boring? We'll see what goes on, but last night, guys, going to cut it short here. Last night was all about Daniel Bryan. I talked about it. I let you guys know. Everything that I said came true. Daniel Bryan's going to pull a Bret Hart at WrestleMania 10. The next time you're going to see Daniel Bryan at a pay-per-view, he is going to be walking out of the biggest show in the company's history as the WWE Champion. And I couldn't be more happy. Now, the question is, if he does win the WWE Championship, which I'm pretty sure he will, how long is the WWE going to let him run with that championship? If it was up to me, I wouldn't let Daniel Bryan lose that shit for at least a CM Punk type reign. Got to. He's deserved it. He's earned it. And if there's anyone in the company that can give you everything he's got, every fucking show that the WWE puts on, it's Daniel Bryan. Maybe that CM Punk factor will come into play. We don't know. But as for CM Punk, WrestleMania 30 is his last chance to come back to the company. Maybe he does get involved. I don't know. It's something to certainly think about. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm out. I'm going to play some Titanfall. I'm going to have my cup of coffee. I'm going to relax on my day off. Let me know what you guys think down below. A like is certainly appreciated as it helps my channel grow and gets my WWE content out there. And like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, fuck those other guys. This right here is your #1 source right now and in the future for all your WWE needs right here on YouTube.com. I'm JD, and I'll see you guys this Saturday with Off the Script News and Rumors. I'll talk to you guys later.